Welcome on in. You guys, I'm going to take a second to invite all of you in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome on in. It is an honor to have you guys all in. I have let's see, we got 90 people trying to come in tonight. Want to welcome you guys all into this conversation. I'm going to wait till we can get a lot of you guys into the waiting room. Welcome on in. Happy Wednesday, September 24th. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Angie, Becky, Michelle, Maria, Elizabeth. Great to have you guys here. Welcome on in, Cami, Courtney, Frank, and Deanna. So good to see you guys. What's up? So good to see you. Raina, great to see you. Kelly, great to see you. Angie, great to see you. You guys, if you are just coming in, go ahead and put in the chat box where you are at in the world today. We have so many people. Amber, great to see you. Jennifer, great to see you. What's up? Oh, I love it. Angels from Texas. Welcome. We love Texas, where our next event is going to be. We got Pennsylvania, Fredericksburg, Michigan, South Carolina. Somebody said, go Bucks. Ohio, California, Vermont. Love it, you guys. Welcome on in from St. Louis. I love it. We just had 111 people in okay, we got more. The numbers are climbing. So you guys, welcome on in. Tonight's conversation, I am so honored to be your tour guide tonight. My name is Jen Perga. I'm here in Southern California. And what I love about this business is that we can literally be anywhere in the world. And let me just get, okay. Anywhere in the world and build our business. So welcome on in tonight. I'm excited to have all of you guys here. This company is literally, you are first. If you've ever wanted to be first in a company where you could literally override the span of what's about to happen, if any of you guys know what that looks like, which I see some 6 and 7 figure earners on here tonight, please put in the comments. I know what's about to happen. If you know what's about to happen, what's about to happen when we have I'm sorry, you guys, I got to keep admitting, I'm excited about this. You guys, we're going to pack out this call tonight and welcome on in. So for tonight, though, what I want to tell you guys is timing is everything. About back in April, when I flew out to evaluate this company in Spain, it was not in North America. There was no leadership in North America. I was asked to go out and take a look at this company with another 7-figure earner. We flew out to evaluate it, and literally, I wasn't prepared to come back into this space. I've been a professional in network marketing for the past 14 years, but I had been disillusioned and burned out and was not here, went into coaching and leadership. And when I was invited to take a look at the company from a perspective of what I want to launch North America from a leadership level, there's 5 things that I always look for to have in place. You got to have the timing. You got to make sure you have the right corporate team and that the leaders are happy that are in the team and in the community. You got to have financial stability, that they have to have a launch plan if they're going to bring it to a brand new country and company. And you got to have, a compensation plan that rewards the right behaviors, that drives that. That there's not really competition, that they've got this unique unicorn situation. And I believe tonight what you're going to hear is it's going to check all of those boxes. It sure did for me. I had to, I was in a place where I couldn't imagine falling back in love with a company again. And here I am. We just went to Las Vegas, and we're able to see. You have to ask for a recap. For those of you guys who want to feel what our culture is like, you'll want to ask for that recap, because it's hard to explain what it's like to be in the room of 500 sold out entrepreneurs that are like, I want to make more memories and moments. I'm done with just waiting to live. I want to make sure that it's not just a transaction, that it's not just a product. It is something that I literally am positioning my family in front of that will be legacy changing financially. If you agree with that, or if you felt that in that room, put yes in the comments. If you felt in the room that your family would be changed financially, put yes in the comments. Because what I can tell you is, it's not just that I went first and that we became a diamond team in record time. You guys, we are the fastest diamond team in 4 months in the company. We are partnered launching the US, Canada, Australia, and Mexico, and you guys are first. Do you understand that travel, what we're going to talk about tonight, the first part of the conversation tonight is going to be about the product, which is we have the number one no competition with a proprietary app that we own. There is literally no competition. We are cutting edge with AI integrated into our travel app, and you are going to see that tonight. And then at the back end, if you like what you hear about the product, you're going to be able to have an opportunity where if you would like to be an ambassador and refer it, we'll show you how you can actually get paid, and then I'll teach you how you'll actually can make your money back and get started really fast with us here. It's important to us to get you started correctly, but here's what I want you to know. This is the world's biggest industry. If you know that, or you've already been hearing that, it's over $10 trillion and growing. Travel is, you guys. It's bigger than wellness, it's bigger than beauty, and it's bigger than tech. And it's this thing that people will say in a down economy, will people still put it on a credit card or make memories and moments with their family? And the answer is yes. People will, because at the end of the day, they want experiences over goods. I've been in weight loss for, over 10 years. I can only lose and gain and lose and gain so many times. And I'm like, I still love a good product, y'all. But what I can tell you is people are craving memories and moments. If you know that to be true, put that in the comment in the chat box. If you feel the wave, the shift that's happening, that people truly want memories and moments, put that in the chat box. Okay, so I'm going to just get into the conversation.
I gotta take her.
Oh, let me see where we have.
No, I made BLTs
Hold on. If you can mute yourself.
just because I need to use up the bacon in the fridge.
Hold on one sec. Okay, there's someone unmuted. Let me see if I can find you. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna have to unshare the screen for a second. Hold on one second. And mute. Okay, got it. Okay, perfect. All right, so here's what I want you to know. So the company itself, MWR Life, is the name of the company that we're talking about tonight. If somebody hasn't already showed you what that is. And we are, okay, so here's the thing. MWR Life is not a startup. A lot of you guys are feeling right now like it is, and that you see this momentum that's happening, and it's very real. We are about to do a 150-day run into Dallas. And what I want to explain to you is it was a sold out pre-launch event. We are in pre-launch in North America. What does that mean? That means that right now you guys are the founding members to tell us where the locations your families want to travel to, where the people you love want to have that. But our company is not a startup. So what attracted me to it was this has been functioning since 2013. We're already operating in 5 continents, present in more than 150 countries, and we have over 500,000 worldwide travelers already happily traveling on our app. We are not just here to disrupt network marketing. We're here to disrupt the travel space, because not only are we already debt free in the company, not only are we already positioned as the leading where you can be Agoda, Expedia, on the price point, because it's giving our members wholesale life experiences, wholesale travel, but it's luxury trips. So we have, and we're going to get into that. Let's see, sorry, you guys, we got somebody on the Zoom that keeps, okay. So let me explain. So MWR Life, the mission here is making wishes real. Whether you're looking to travel or save or earn, this is one of the biggest things we know, is that people, no matter where they are in the world, when I tell you that the company was started in Europe, and I was able to see the fact that there were people winning in Russia. That was the first gentleman that I saw go diamond in Russia. And I was like, if people are winning in Russia, then certainly they can win and want to make an income or make an impact in the United States and Canada. So the fact there were no leaders here, when we looked at the company just a few 4 months ago, it was, what an incredible opportunity to be able to bring this back to the US and Canada. But Travel Advantage, the mission and the app we have, it allows people to book travel through the booking app and at wholesale life experiences. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. Someone keeps unmuting, remuting. Okay. So it literally is what our members do on membership. You're going to choose which membership that you want. What I saw, I went to my most stubborn consumer when I first started. Not only has she been in the business before, but we're talking consumer on this portion of the conversation. And I said, I'm flying to Spain. I need you, Gina, to take this and look and poke holes in this to see, as a mom that has three busy children in sports, could you see for me like this could be feasible to a busy parent, right? And I knew that as a businesswoman, she'd look at it from the business perspective, but she'd also look at it as a sports mom. Would this be something that a sports parent could absolutely use day in, day out if they were going to sporting events on the weekends? And she looked and she said, I got to poke holes in it, and found that there was that she could do wholesale life experience, wholesale trips. When we looked up against Agoda, Booking.com, Expedia, Hotels.com, she found that our price point beat all of the dance competition. She's like, I'm going to look them up. And she lived in a remote place in California, and she found that each one of the dance competitions that they'd had for years, that she could save $50 to $100 on each one of the hotel stays on the weekends that she was going to be there. And I'm like, could there be other parents that you could also help them save more money when they also booked at those experiences? And she's like, usually when you have a competition for football or for baseball as well as for dance, that you can't usually find those at the host hotel. But our app does not have any limitations, meaning that all of the hotel chains that people want to be at, Ritz-Carlton, Marriott, Hilton, hi, all of the main ones, that you will be able to find those through our app, which you cannot find on white label travel. I'm sorry, but you cannot. There's usually a limit to which hotel chains. With our app, we work with all of the biggest wholesalers to give our guests, the people with our digital membership, access to wholesale pricing but luxury trips. So those of us that just went to Vegas, some of you guys stayed at 4-star hotels and you got at wholesale pricing. The last night that I was there, I was going to extend my stay. I booked the Encore, and I found the Encore, you guys, for $123. And then I got to take off my loyalty points and my travel credits. It brought my room at the Encore, which is a 5-star hotel in Las Vegas, to $93, y'all, for one night at the Encore. And that was because of our app. And I'm like, I'm telling you, I don't know anyone that wouldn't want to pay only less than $100 to go to the Encore. It's like cheaper to go there than to stay at home. But this is our digital membership. It's now the trend. People want to have access. They want fast. They want it to be an immediate instead of waiting on a transformation. If I go to drink my shake mix or my drink right here, I got to wait for it to taste good. I got to wait for the transformation until to share the story. Here, with a digital travel membership, the minute that you decide to get positioned with us and experience our platform and take advantage of having wholesale prices, you can use it immediately upon becoming a customer with us or positioning yourself as a business partner. We call them ambassadors with us here. And now you get to choose. Do you want to have a dollar for dollar travel savings account as an elite member with us, or do you want to be an elite turbo member where you get it doubled every single month? For 240 loyalty points month after month, it's a deposit into your travel piggy bank, and you get to actually use those on life experiences. And at the same time, you get access to the booking engine. So what are we best in the world at? We are best in the world at life experiences. So that when you decide to show up and go on them, we are making wishes real, helping families already go create experiences. This team alone, this launch team that has said yes to launch North America, has already made dreams come true. Some have in Cancun. We thought we'd have only 30 leaders that earned a trip to Cancun. We had 90 with us in Cancun. It was incredible. And then we had people in Portugal right after that. We just have another group that were just in Vegas that were helping us with pre-launch. Now we're going to Dubai. And here's what is crazy is that Dallas, how many of you guys think that we're only going to have 2,500 people in Dallas with us in 150 days? Because I'm pretty sure we're going to have closer to 5,000. So what we're working on right now is we understand that anyone who sees the trend and what's going on, they're positioning themselves and inviting people to decide to say, I want more life. I'm done waiting to live. I'm done waiting for the trip to be the prize at the end of what I share. Instead, I want the trip to be what I experience, and then I can do that at the same time. This is positioned with all brands. It's positioned with anybody who's in TikTok, on Instagram, sharing their lifestyle. This literally goes hand in hand with it, and it's a membership that just makes sense. It's like having a Costco membership or a Disney Plus membership, but instead every single month it's paying you in loyalty points. So here's what it gives you access to: life experiences. If you're Elite Turbo, it gives you access to the life experiences, the club, our lifestyle mall. You get access to wholesale hotels. Like I mentioned, you get all inclusives. Those are going to be under the hotel tab. You get access to flights. You guys, I'm going to Istanbul, Turkey. If you're going with me, put it in the chat box. And on when I looked through Delta, which is usually who I go with, it was double the price than if I were to go through our app on the flights for international. So it just depends. Flights here only save about 2 to 5% normally, because you can't usually offer a massive savings on flights. But here, what I have found is, depending on when you're going or where you're going, I've usually saved anywhere from $400 a ticket to, on this next case, almost $700 a ticket to go on our trip to Istanbul. If you book it through our thing, and then you can add your points on the back end, or add your Delta membership when you book it through our flights. We have cruises that just came on as well. And we was just announced at our pre-launch event that they're going to have the world's largest, you guys, when people have timeshares, where do you think they go if people don't sell them out? Well, those are going to be announced and be put on our platform as well. For people that have had week stays at timeshares that are just sitting there, that is going to be another thing that's added to our portal as well. So the membership just gets more and more valuable. The activities alone are incredible. So like when I would go to this Travel Advantage site, which is our travel app that you get access to either on your mobile app, it looks just like this. So our travelers don't even know that there's a business attached to this. We have 500,000 worldwide users that are already happily going on our app and booking their travel, getting wholesale. If they're a $20 customer, they're getting access to hotels, flights, car rentals, and transfers. This is pretty incredible. They put where they want to go. What I think is amazing is our life experiences. Look at the price points. If some of you guys are going to Dubai for the wholesale, $698 a person, 4 nights, 5 days in Dubai. There's an extension to that as well. 2 spots just came open, you guys. So if you're on here and you're like, it's a sign, I need to go. This is a trip that's happening here in October. And it is 4 nights luxury hotel stay, breakfast included, Abu Dhabi full day tour, mega yacht experience with all food and open bar, and then the O Beach Club party, food and drinks, all of that for $698, y'all. Some of you guys are going to have make your wishes come true, because you're like, how else could I ever conceive to do this? Because we've all been taught that travel is a luxury and that we won't get to go until one day. Well, what if now? Like I saw Emma, coming on here. She has now been in all these places all over. I have to give a shout out to the fact that she wasn't even traveling before she joined the company. And now she's been all in, Portugal, Cancun, here in just a few short weeks of time. So we're talking about average families that have gone from tough financial situations to now it's possible to be able to have luxury life experiences, but at wholesale pricing. So that's what the life experience is. When you go to this next tab, what I did was I put in my AI trip planner, because some of you guys from North America, again, we're helping launch the company. So you're going to see that the life experiences currently, there's a small portion in North America because we're the launch team. So when people say what's going to be different when we're out of pre-launch, well, there's going to be a ton more life experiences that all of you guys have asked for. So we went and flew out to corporate. One of the things we said was we wanted Hawaii, we wanted Orlando, we wanted Disney experiences, we want to have them in Canada, we want Canadian Montreal experiences. guess what they already have put on? This is a corporate team that listens to the field and instantly puts, not instantly but puts on experiences that we've asked for in just a few short months, you guys. So we are best in the world at those. But then you also have this AI trip planner. So I put in there that I was going to Oahu with my family of 4, and that I wanted to plan it out because I have cranky teenage boys that I love desperately, but they also can't really plan things. And so I'm like, okay, AI, plan me the trip and extend it for me. So it picked out Waikiki Shore on the outrigger, saves me 56% if I wanted to go on this with my Elite Turbo membership. The regular price, if I put this up against booking.com, would be about $43.71. And instead, because I have the Elite Turbo membership, because that's the best, I'm going to tell you, it's the best possible membership. And when you get in, just with my Elite membership, I saved $21.52 on that trip. You guys, so that pays for the membership itself, literally. Now you can refer 3 friends and then your membership will be auto financed and covered through your commissions. But I'm just telling you, even if you just get an Elite membership, if you're booking anything once or twice a year, it will pay for itself. The turbo discount on top of it, once you become a turbo member, this gives you money towards your trips as well. This is an extra savings of $235. And then you can check out with your loyalty points. So it literally gives you the max amount of discounts. You guys, for 5 days in Hawaii, it's $1,931. And then it gives me other options, $629 for the same, and it's at, 59% savings. This is almost a 8.6 rating. So this is what it does for our members. But here's the best part. So if you were going to go on one of the trips, which we did to Portugal, we added on there, we had AI plan it so that we would get the suggestions and then it would kick out things to do. So when you go to Pearl Harbor, say that you were going to Oahu, you could click right here on the ticket. And this is what's incredible about it. If now you click on any one of the activities, you not only get to save money. We saved on our helicopter tour $70 a person. We also saved on jet skiing. If you wanted to go to Pearl Harbor, you would save on that. And you just book it directly through the portal. Now, not only do you get to save money, but you also earn additional travel credits because you're doing that. So this is kind of a more in-depth view of what it looks like if you choose to, go through. It shows you how you would add the AI trip planner to maybe one of the, if you were going to Dubai or going to Portugal. But truly, this membership is like saves you so much and also saves you so much time. Now we're only on phase 1 with AI. Our owner integrated an AI company into this. So imagine yourself landing in Italy or landing in, put in the comments where you guys want to go. And you've always wanted to show up there and you get there and you look at your best friend or your significant other and you're like, where should we go for dinner? Or where should your little AI buddy in the next rollout is going to start being interactive, where it's going to know what places you like. You like coffee, you like fun cafes, maybe you like a good steak, whatever your choice is. Maybe you want to just go be alone somewhere and somewhere really, sacred, and it will give you those recommendations. Maybe you want to do hot yoga or something, and it will tell you where to go when you land in those locations based on what it knows about you and your likes and dislikes. But that's what our members are going to have. So not only will it save them money, it will save them time. Now we look at the rest of these life experiences that every first Tuesday of the month, our CEO announces 5 to 7 new life experiences that are added onto our app. If you don't see one here that you've wanted to go on, I promise you they're coming. So here's the best part about our membership. Even if you, at the end of 12 months, you never refer anybody, you just let your dollar for dollar travel savings account add up, you're now going to, at the end of the year, if you did Elite Turbo, you're going to basically have almost $3,000 sitting there in an account for you to go with a significant other or your best friend on a trip at the end of the year. Now, we have members that are like, I'm empty nesting. I don't want to wait till the end of the year. I would like to go on a Mediterranean cruise in November. I want to go to Punta Cana in, February. I want to go, so they want to use their points along the way. That's fantastic. you can use your points along the way. And you don't have to wait until the end of the year to do that. That is what your membership is for. And imagine a membership though, where month after month, just you pay one time extra for Turbo to give you double points every single month. And after the second month, it paid for itself. Now you have the chance to pick one of the life experiences. It applies whatever loyalty points that you have, and you can apply those. So this Mexico life experience, you can apply 350 of your loyalty points. So that makes this trip basically $200 a person outside of that for you to be able to go. These are very affordable experiences for you to choose. We have the Punta Cana one that's coming up. This is November 30th. You can apply 200 loyalty points. So it's $399 a person outside of that to go to Punta Cana 4 nights, 5 days. And then you add your flight to that. You guys, this is where people can now see themselves going on experiences that they wouldn't get to afford otherwise. And now they're going to, for Christmas, wouldn't it make more sense to be like, let's go have the Strasbourg Christmas experience? This is $449 a person instead of gifts for everybody, or that is the gift for the people. Now you're going to spend time together, make memories, collect moments that you could never do any other way. And now you get to be a shower-upper instead of you having to figure this all out yourself. It's literally planned. And if you want to extend it, use the AI trip planner to add to the trip. We got the Orlando experience. This was in demand from the families that have partnered with us. You get to apply 500 loyalty points. So this brings it to $399 a person. Orlando in January, 4 nights, 5 days. You get discounted Disney tickets as well as a spa. So those are the things that are being added. You got Rome. I mean, all kinds of trips, y'all, that are here for the life experiences. But I just wanted to make sure you guys are okay. Make sure you mute. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Okay. You know what's funny, y'all? Have you guys seen? I mean, Zoom is a funny thing. You end up with all kinds of fun experiences going on when you're on Zoom. Okay, but we got that. So that's our life experience. For those of you guys now, I wanted you to understand kind of what our app looked like. We have $20 customers that say, I just want access. I don't want to go on the life experiences, but I do want access to the wholesale booking. Fantastic. But I promise you, we are in pre-launch right now. We only have 150 days before we launch as a full group of launching the US, Canada, Australia, and Mexico, and you get to be first. We just had 500 people with us out in Las Vegas. So you could be a $20 customer. Absolutely. You can fall in love with the membership. You're going to love it. I just showed you, even with $20, you would have saved $2,000 on that Hawaii trip. But what I want you to understand, for those of you guys that are here and you say, Jen, I actually want to consider this as an income stream, having a digital residual instant income for you that you can actually build with us here in pre-launch. I'm going to go into the financial part now. So for any of you guys who are like, I'm not really into that, you can go ahead and jump off. But for those of you guys that are into what does it look like if I do want to make an extra income stream with this, let me go ahead and tell you what that looks like, because this is a digital membership that you literally cannot get somewhere else. When I say that our owner, that we're already debt free, we're headed into the season where people are going to be asking themselves, I want to, let's see. It's always funny when corporate changes the slides, y'all. You can watch this on your own as well. If you decide you want to mwrlife.online, then you can actually see what comes with everything. So let me just explain to you, this is a business that is already set up. So if you got on and you understand the digital membership, but if you're here and you're thinking, I want to maybe get positioned in the company, this is what that would look like. When you partner with us, you become what's called an ambassador. It's $99 one time a year to get your business set up. That includes your back office. We have an entire training academy. We have online physical trainings every single week. You also are part of the fastest growing team in the company. We also have trainings for you as well. Social media, how to build, starting getting positioned, how to launch, how to do your launch post, what that looks like. And then you have 3 funnels that are come through Travel Advantage when you log in. And all of that is in your MWR Life Academy. All of that is directly for you. Travel Advantage has its own academy as well. So you can watch videos in the back office of Travel Advantage. You click your account, it'll walk you through how do I book a flight? How do I add my 4 travelers to my membership that I also have for account users? All of that has a video that you will learn how to use every single part of it. And that comes with your $99 to have you be in business. I personally have never seen a company this ready to go, this ready to have people this early in the stage of launch. But we are blessed to be 9 years in, and now you guys are the first to launch North America. So everything's literally firing on all cylinders, just waiting for you. So here's what it looks like for customer acquisition, okay? Because we don't make money on the $99 fee. That goes back to the company. And then what we do make income on is customer acquisition, okay? So we have a $20 VIP customer. Those are people that just want access to the portal. We have, influencers on TikTok or on Instagram that are building this way where they're just sharing, hey, come have access to, you travel, you want to use that part of your brand. It's $20. You make 100% commission month one when somebody comes in on a $20 VIP. You make $20, okay? So month one, you're heavily rewarded for that. And then month two, it counts as 1 point in your back office as far as volume. And then it starts going into a residual customer acquisition. So you guys have people that have huge followings or even a smaller following. Now you're going to start getting residual income where the first month they were paid $20. You were paid $20. The next month it goes into a residual pool where you're also getting anywhere between 5 to 20, 25%, 5 to 25% on all of your customers. And then on elite members, which is that $120 a month of loyalty points that are dollar for dollar going into your travel savings account for your life experiences, you make $40 when somebody chooses that membership. But I'm going to tell you, even though the turbo, you may think, I don't know if I want to add it on, the one-time fee, but here's the thing. As an enroller, you don't make a lot of money on this. You make $40 extra. But your consumer, your customer, if they don't do turbo and you don't tell them, they literally are losing out on free cash. Like every single month, they're getting an extra $120 into their travel savings account. So at the end of the year, they're taking more trips because of this, and they only paid one time the add-on. Now they have that tax write-off. They get to write off travel now. They get to write off their double. And this is where you now make $80 when somebody comes in at that. What I think is incredible about that is now if you do 6 personal customers in your first 21 days, you get an extra $450. But we have people that decide to take action on this. 2 people is you just made 80. So I just mentioned that. That would be $160 plus 150 fast start. So you get rewarded for moving fast in this compensation plan. Now I'm going to tell you that I failed this part. And even as a 7-figure earner, I didn't get ready right out the gate because I was like, wait a second. But I'm going to tell you, we are in pre-launch. Do not overthink this. Like, don't get ready to get ready. Now is the time for us to do this together because we're about to take 5,000 people with us to Dallas in 150 days. And I don't want you to overthink it. Do people want to travel? Do people want to save money? Do they want to be first in a company that has a community of individuals that are setting you up for massive success? Yes. So then if those are the answers, don't overthink all the details, even though they're available to you. Okay, so if you decide to get partnered with us, you can actually also have a car bonus of $500 for a Mercedes, BMW, or Audi. If you choose not to take the car bonus, you get $250 cash instead. So let's talk about what it looks like for the ranks. I love the sales psychology of our company and how that they've laid it out for us because you guys as support team, the people that you're bringing in a team, instead of you having to think about giving gifts and rewards for the sales team, every time people get to a new rank, the company has already thought of it for you. So you bring in 3 people into the business, you're called silver. You are now making $4 a day residual. So it's digital residual you're making daily. You make 120. So on that, now your membership auto finance, and that's covered for you. At gold, we already have people making when they're working on the boost. Let's see. Okay. When we have people at gold, we already have people at gold making anywhere between $2,000 to $3,000 a month. Once we start teaching how to duplicate, how to help your team, you get to start focusing on what's called the boost bonus. At Platinum, that's 15 people on your left team, 15 people on your right team. Now you're making, we have people at Platinum making $4,000 to $6,000 a month with just 15 people on their left team and 15 people on their right team. You guys, let me say it again. $4,000 to $6,000 a month with just 30 people in your team. I've never seen anything like it in my entire career. And that was one of the biggest reasons why I said we have to launch this, because 85% commission, that doesn't come around easily. And so to be able to help people, when I saw this Jade right here, that it says $1,200 a month. What that means is that's guaranteed residual on top of all the bonuses that I was just mentioning. At the Jade, people are really truly making around $8,000 to $12,000 a month. They're considered presidential club, and now they earn a trip for two to Port. This year was Portugal, but there's other years where other places they next year they're going somewhere else. And then Pearl, it just keeps going up. But for those of you guys who need to see the graph, I want to show you this one because it will show you at this rank right here that you're able to make this for just 3 people in your team. It's guaranteeing you a residual income with your dual team. When you hit platinum, which is just 30 people total, you don't have to enroll all of those. You enroll 3, which turn into 30 people. Now it unlocks your dual team. So people will say, are we in a binary? No, this is a unilevel binary with a binary component. It's just a dual team. So you're always trying to balance your left team and your right team to be able to tap into your residuals. And now you get to have this guaranteed residual. Well, this was the piece when I saw in Spain that at Diamond, if you had 1,250 people on your left team and 1,250 members on your right team, you were literally guaranteed 22,500 a month without ever working again, without having to do something. If something happened in your family, whatever, and you were ranking at this, you would still be making $750 a day. But that's with only 1,250 people on your left team and 1,250 on your right team. How many of you guys have been in teams where you've had to have thousands of people in your organization to be able to get to that type of level? Thousands of people to get to that type of level. So what is happening here is that our volume doesn't flush. So people are coming in, they're hitting the rank of silver, their volume's not going away. Now their membership's auto-financed, and if it just is a smart membership. If we get to gold and then they start tapping into those boost bonuses, that's like an extra, anywhere between, it's guaranteed $300 a month. But what people aren't realizing is these boost bonuses and the builder bonuses where people are making this daily pay. And it's, if you're at, say that you're at platinum with 30 people in your team, you're making $60 on top of those other fast start bonuses, and you're making the difference between where your team is at and where you are at. So you're going to collect these builder bonuses, which can significantly add up when you're building your business. If they don't use turbo and they come in at just elite and maybe upgrade later, you still will get the bonus, and you're going to get those builder bonuses. This is where when you see people having daily pay, it just continues to build. So we're working in helping other people win, get their membership auto-financed, pick a trip that they want to go on so that we have that them staying on, because that's why they added in after 12 months, you now get to pick the trip that you want to go on, and it's virtually covered, and you only had to pay for it and get your 3 members, and now you're going to see that $240 month after month being deposited into your travel savings account. It just is a smart account that makes sense. So I hope that explains that for you guys. Tonight, I just wanted to kind of give you the travel side and then the compensation plan. What I want to do now, though, is just kind of tell you what it looks like if you choose to get started with us, because at the end of the day, right now, this time will never happen again. We will never have this time in history where you get a chance to be here right before we launch. We are going to go from 500 people that were in pre-launch all the way to 5,000. We plan to take this to another 20,000 people in a stadium with us in the next year, and we don't want you to miss it. So if you got on tonight because you had something in you that said, I'm looking for an income stream, one that is where people are really wanting to collect memories and moments. They want to position themselves in front of a $10 trillion trend. And you are somebody that says, that's me. I want to be a six-figure earner in my city, state, or province. If that's you, then I want you to get back with whoever invited you on tonight. Let them know I've got to get a position with you. It's $99. That's all you're going to be. $99 gets you a position. And then when you decide Elite or Elite Turbo, that gets deposited into your travel savings account. So it's not like you're losing. Now you have the tax benefit of anytime you travel and you're using it, you're branding yourself. This is how you get to brand yourself right off your travel. And it's legitimate because this is our business to launch this in North America. And you get to be first with us to do that. If you become an elite member, it's going to include your $99 setup fee for your business. It will give your first monthly membership and your activation fee. So that's $388.97 if you come in at Elite. Now that's $120 a month, and it's going into a travel savings account. So it's going into what trip you end up wanting to take. And if you set it and forget it, you still get to access all the hotels and the booking engine at the same time so that you get to save and get wholesale on your booking engine. And then the life experience are where you're going to be banking for. Now, if you do turbo, which I would highly recommend, it's $588.97. Whatever you do is what the rest of the people are going to do. Whatever you do in your team, they're always going to say, okay, well, what did you come in at, Victoria? What did you come in at, Marissa? What did you come in at, Mary? What did you do? And you're going to be like, I came in at Elite Turbo because I wanted every single month to get free cash. After 2 months, it pays for itself if you never refer anybody, you guys. And so this is where not only will you save more on your booking engine, but you also get double points month after month. And that is $588.97. Once you do that tonight and you join and get positioned with somebody, we are just building 2 teams. So you lock in your spot, and everything that they build for the next 6 months, year, 2 years, 5 years has to go on the left team or the right team. So you're getting positioned, and then all of that will spill into your organization when you're working together. Now, spillover is not guaranteed, but it is a blessing when you're doing it and you get positioned this early on in the business. So that's what it looks like to get started with us. And then what we want to say is, listen, all of that $488.97 outside of that $99 is getting deposited in your travel savings account. I want you to start dreaming again. I want you to ask yourself, where of one of those life experiences did you want to go? Where did you see on those life experiences? Where was the place that you were like, I really would love to go to Greece? Or I've always wanted to go to Rome for $6.99. You get to use 300 of your points. You can literally go in and book that tonight and say, I want to go to Rome in February, and you get to use your loyalty points tonight. Now you have something to dream about. And you get to write it off on your taxes and brand yourself as a content creator. It just is a smart membership to give you an income stream at the same time as you start to share this with us. You're going to be positioned first. We cannot wait to lock arms with you. And so I know you guys have been on here for 42 minutes. I want to thank you for positioning yourself, for hearing about a company. Whether you decide to get started with us, I want to thank you for your time. I want to tell you, I hope you became a fan so you will refer as many people to whoever's getting positioned in every city, state, and province, because we're about to create an incredible wave of wealth together. And you get to be part of being first in helping us be the founding members here in the US and Canada, and tell us, where do you want to travel? Help us put those trips on the platform, and you get to have your voice be heard in this process as we launch. So thank you guys for being here tonight. Thanks for getting your spot. And then for those of you guys who still have questions, I am going to stop the recording and allow you to, I have about 10 minutes until my next Zoom. And I'm going to let you guys just, if there's questions that you're like, I need to know this before I get started, I do have a quick question. You can either put those in the chat box and or get off, let me stop the recording.